Welcome, esteemed gentlemen. Not everything that glitters is gold, and not every smile hides good intentions. Let's face it, the world is full of people wearing masks, people who pretend to be one thing but are secretly another. In a society that often rewards deception, Sigma males have mastered the art of seeing through the bullshit. They can smell a fake a mile away. Did you know that, according to studies, it takes just 7 seconds to form a first impression? But for a Sigma male, those 7 seconds are a lifetime. They've already clocked you, read between the lines, and figured out your true motives before you even realize it. Today, we're diving deep into the psychological playbook of Sigma males, revealing 10 exceptional ways they instantly detect shitty people. Spoiler alert. If you've ever met a Sigma and thought, "I've got them fooled," you didn't. Stay tuned, because you're about to see how they can see straight through the charade, even when you think you're playing the game perfectly. Number 1. Hidden resentment in jokes. Sarcasm and jokes are a shady playground for people who want to take jabs at others without facing the consequences. Sigma males, however, aren't fooled. They pick up on those so-called harmless jokes that are loaded with hidden resentment. When someone slips in a sarcastic comment that stings just a little too much, the Sigma instantly recognizes the insult disguised as humor. Here's the thing. People often hide their true feelings in jokes because it gives them an easy out. If you call them on it, they laugh and say, "I was just joking." But the Sigma male isn't buying it. He knows when someone is testing boundaries with humor, seeing how far they can push before they get called out. This passive-aggressive behavior is a dead giveaway of someone's real thoughts, and for a Sigma, it's a huge red flag. These jokes are never just jokes. They're subtle attacks meant to undermine or insult, often fueled by jealousy or insecurity. Sigma males catch the negativity in the punchline even when others laugh it off. The chuckles and grins don't fool them, because they've trained themselves to hear what's beneath the laughter: bitterness, envy, or disguised hostility. What's worse is that the person delivering the insult often thinks they're being slick, like they've just managed to take a shot without anyone noticing. But Sigma males see it coming a mile away. They're the first to clock the hidden agenda and mentally file that person away as untrustworthy. After all, if someone has to hide behind humor to say what they really think, they're probably not worth the time or respect. So when you hear that sly comment wrapped in a joke, just know, if there's a Sigma male around, he's already figured you out. At number 2, energy before words. Sigma males have an uncanny ability to pick up on people's energy before they even speak. It's like they have a built-in radar that detects negativity, jealousy, or hidden agendas the moment someone walks into the room. While most people wait for words to form an opinion, Sigma males are already 2 steps ahead, reading everything from body language to the way a person holds themselves. They don't need a long conversation to know who they're dealing with. Your energy has already said it all. People tend to forget that words can be rehearsed, but energy can't be faked. Sigma males rely on this silent language because they know it's far more truthful than whatever someone might say. They'll notice the nervous fidgeting, the fake smiles, or the too eager handshakes. All these little tells are like red flags that let them know when something's off. It's almost amusing to watch someone try to win over a Sigma male with charm and flattery, not realizing they've already been clocked. While others might get caught up in the smooth talk, the Sigma is mentally taking notes on every uneasy glance, every subtle shift in tone, and every forced laugh. They trust their instincts far more than they trust someone's words. What's really interesting is that this ability doesn't just apply to negative energy. Sigma males can sense genuine positivity and authenticity too. They know when someone's being real, and they respect that. But when that bad energy shows up, there's no hiding it. Sigma males will quickly decide that person isn't worth their time, long before any fake compliments or empty promises get thrown their way. So, if you're trying to hide your true intentions around a Sigma, don't bother. They've already picked up on what you're not saying. Number 3. Micro-expressions never lie. Sigma males are human lie detectors, and their secret weapon? Micro-expressions. These tiny, split-second facial expressions are impossible to control, and they give away exactly what someone is really thinking or feeling. Sigma males have trained themselves to notice these little flashes of truth that most people miss. While someone might be saying all the right things, their face is doing something entirely different, and the Sigma male sees it. Let's say someone's telling a story and trying to sound confident, but for just a fraction of a second their eyes widen in fear or their mouth twitches with uncertainty. The Sigma clocks that immediately. They're not looking at the surface, the words and the performance. They're paying attention to those involuntary cues that reveal what's really going on inside. It's like having a cheat code to understand people. What's interesting is how this skill sets Sigma males apart. While others are getting wrapped up in the charm or falling for the sales pitch, Sigma males have already figured out if the person is faking it. They know when someone is pretending to be supportive but secretly resentful, or when they're acting tough but are actually insecure. No amount of smooth talk or practiced confidence can hide those tiny, fleeting expressions that Sigma males catch without even trying. And here's the kicker. Most people have no idea they're being clocked like this. They assume their words are enough to convince anyone, but Sigma males are operating on another level, one where the truth is written all over a person's face for just a split second. So, while someone's trying to impress or deceive, the Sigma is already 10 steps ahead, having seen through the act long before anyone else. If you're lying to a Sigma, good luck. They've already spotted the crack in your mask. At number 4, inconsistent behavior. Sigma males are masters at spotting inconsistency in people. While most might brush off erratic behavior as just someone having a bad day, a Sigma sees it as a red flag. They pay attention when someone's personality flips like a switch. One minute they're sweet and agreeable, and the next they're distant or irritable for no obvious reason. This kind of inconsistency tells the Sigma one thing: this person isn't stable, and that instability often leads to drama or manipulation. People who constantly change how they act, depending on their mood or who they're around, set off alarms for Sigma males. They know these are the types who can't be trusted because they're unpredictable. One moment, they're your best friend, and the next they're throwing shade or acting cold. To a Sigma, inconsistency is a sign that someone is either hiding something or they're emotionally immature, and neither is a good look. What makes Sigma males different is that they don't just notice inconsistency, they keep track of it. They mentally log every shift in behavior, every time someone's words don't match their actions, and every time they change their stance depending on who's in the room. Over time, these little discrepancies add up, and the Sigma can quickly figure out that the person is either two-faced or unreliable. And once a Sigma male clocks that, they mentally check out. While other people might give these types the benefit of the doubt or make excuses for their behavior, Sigma males don't have time for that. They see inconsistency as a waste of energy, knowing that dealing with someone who can't be solid is just asking for unnecessary problems. If you can't show up as the same person each day, you're not someone a Sigma male is going to bother with for long. Number 5, the subtle competitor. Sigma males are quick to clock those quiet competitors, the ones who act like they're on your side but are secretly measuring themselves against you every step of the way. These are the people who downplay your wins or throw in a subtle dig when you're doing well, all while pretending to be supportive. To most, it might just seem like an offhand comment, but Sigma males pick up on the insecurity behind it. They can tell when someone's not really happy for you, no matter how much they smile and nod. These subtle competitors are the worst because they play the long game. They'll congratulate you to your face but feel threatened underneath. You can always spot it in the little things. They minimize your achievements or throw out a casual "must be nice" when you succeed. It's never direct. It's always just under the radar. But the Sigma male, he sees it clear as day. Sigma males understand that these people aren't competing to grow. They're competing to feel better about themselves by tearing others down. This behavior reeks of insecurity and envy, and a Sigma has no time for that. They know that true confidence doesn't need to compete in secret. So, when they see someone who's always trying to one-up them or is quietly jealous, they distance themselves. And what's funny is, the competitor probably thinks they're being slick, like their envy is going unnoticed. But Sigma males have already figured them out, even if they don't call them out directly. Instead, they move on, focusing on their own growth rather than playing petty games. Sigma males don't need to prove themselves to anyone, especially not to someone who's constantly sizing them up in silence. They know success speaks louder than envy ever could. Number 6. Overly eager compliments. Sigma males can spot overly eager compliments from a mile away. You know the type, people who shower you with praise so thick it feels almost uncomfortable. At first it might seem flattering, but Sigma males know better. They recognize that excessive flattery usually comes with a hidden agenda. These compliments aren't about admiration, they're about manipulation. When someone is overly complimentary right off the bat, a Sigma male's radar goes off. Why? Because they know people don't hand out praise for no reason. There's always something behind it, whether it's to win favor, gain trust, or even manipulate you into doing something later on. It's a classic tactic. Butter someone up enough and they'll feel obligated to return the favor. But Sigma males, they don't fall for that. Sigma males are highly independent, so they don't rely on external validation to feel good about themselves. This makes them immune to fake compliments. Instead of getting swept up in the flattery, they stay grounded and think, what does this person really want? It's not that they're cynical, they just know that people who lay it on too thick usually have a motive, and it's rarely genuine. What's funny is that most people using this tactic think they're being clever. They assume that by praising the Sigma male, they'll win them over or manipulate them into doing something later. But what they don't realize is that Sigma males are already 10 steps ahead. They've mentally filed that person as someone who's trying too hard, and once you've been clocked as disingenuous, it's game over. Sigma males won't confront you directly, but they'll start keeping their distance, politely nodding at your over-the-top compliments while making sure they never get too close. At the end of the day, Sigma males know the difference between a genuine compliment and one that's just bait. Number 7. Talk, but no action. Sigma males have a sharp eye for people who love to play the victim. These are the ones who constantly blame others for everything wrong in their lives. Nothing is ever their fault. It's always someone else who did them wrong, someone else who's to blame. To the Sigma, this is a huge red flag. They can't stand people who refuse to take responsibility for their own actions or decisions. The thing is, Sigma males are fiercely independent and value accountability. They don't make excuses for their own mistakes, and they expect the same from others. So when they come across someone who's always got a sob story about how the world is against them, the Sigma clocks it immediately. They know this type isn't looking for real solutions. They're looking for sympathy and someone else to fix their problems. The victim mentality is a form of manipulation that Sigma males see right through. It's a way for people to avoid responsibility while trying to pull others into their mess. These individuals often expect you to drop everything and save them. But the Sigma male? Not a chance. He's not about to carry someone else's baggage, especially when that person refuses to do anything to lighten the load themselves. What's almost amusing is how these victim players think they're pulling off the perfect act, expecting everyone to feel sorry for them. But the Sigma male isn't buying the performance. Instead of feeling sympathy, he sees it for what it is, an emotional trap designed to pull him into their problems. So while others might rush to rescue, the Sigma keeps his distance, knowing that people who constantly play the victim are not only exhausting, but dangerous to be around. They'll drag you down while blaming you for not saving them. Number 8. Feigned ignorance. Feigned ignorance is a classic tactic for some people, and Sigma males are quick to spot it from a mile away. You know the type. Someone who suddenly acts clueless about a situation, usually when it's time to step up and take responsibility. This strategic "I didn't know" act is designed to manipulate others, avoiding accountability while somehow still trying to gain sympathy. Sigma males have seen this play so many times that it practically comes with its own soundtrack. When someone pretends to be oblivious, especially when it conveniently benefits them, a Sigma male's radar goes into overdrive. It's a pretty transparent move. It's like watching a magician pull a rabbit out of a hat. Instead of marveling at the trick, the Sigma is dissecting how it was done. They know that genuine ignorance is one thing, but when someone suddenly acts like they've been living under a rock, it's usually because they're trying to dodge obligations or blame. What's even more amusing is how some people think they're pulling off this act convincingly. They drop the cluelessness at just the right moments, as if they're playing a role in a soap opera. "Oh, you needed that report? I had no idea." But the Sigma male has already clocked the inconsistencies. He sees through the act, recognizing it as an effort to manipulate the narrative. Instead of feeling compassion or sympathy, Sigma males feel a mix of annoyance and amusement at how transparent the act is. In a world where accountability is crucial, Sigma males value integrity and honesty above all else. When someone tries to play the "I didn't know" card, it only serves to push them further away. They're not interested in engaging with someone who can't own up to their actions or decisions. So while the feigned ignorance may work on some, for Sigma males, it's just another way for a manipulative player to reveal their true colors. And once you've been tagged as someone who uses ignorance as a shield, don't expect the Sigma to hang around for the encore. Number 9. Oversharing for sympathy. Shitty people have a knack for diving headfirst into their sob stories, often within the first few minutes of meeting someone. It's as if they've been rehearsing for an emotional audition and are just waiting for someone to bite. They share their tragic tales with the hopes of gaining sympathy and emotional leverage, and Sigma males pick up on this game almost instantly. While others might feel compelled to comfort them, Sigmas see right through the facade. The intention behind this oversharing isn't about forming a genuine connection. It's all about control. These individuals want to manipulate your emotions, tugging on your heartstrings to get what they want, whether it's attention, validation, or even a favor. They lay out their drama like a roadmap, leading straight to your sympathies. "Look how hard my life is," they seem to say. "You wouldn't want to hurt me, right?" It's a classic playbook move, and Sigma males have read it cover to cover. What's particularly amusing is how these emotional manipulators expect everyone to fall for their antics. They think that by revealing their deepest struggles, they'll get a free pass on accountability or responsibility. But Sigma males know better. They recognize that using emotional trauma as a tool is a sign of weakness, not strength. Instead of seeing vulnerability, they see a strategic play for control. So while most people might offer a shoulder to cry on, the Sigma male stands firm, knowing that these dramatic revelations are not about building trust or forming bonds. Instead, they're an attempt to shift the power dynamic. For Sigma males, the moment someone tries to play the sympathy card, it's an immediate warning sign. They're not interested in being manipulated or dragged into someone else's emotional turmoil. Instead, they'll keep their distance, choosing to invest their time in authentic connections where honesty and integrity reign supreme. Number 10. Hypocritical morality. Hypocritical morality is a major red flag for Sigma males. They have an uncanny ability to spot those who preach values like honesty, loyalty, and kindness, but fail to live by them in their everyday lives. You know the type, constantly sharing inspirational quotes about integrity on social media while simultaneously throwing shade at their friends behind closed doors. Sigma males see this as a blatant contradiction, and it doesn't sit well with them. These individuals often feel the need to project a certain image, as if they're trying to convince the world, and maybe themselves, that they're virtuous. They might lecture others on the importance of honesty, all while being deceptive in their own dealings. To a Sigma male, this behavior is like wearing a mask, one that can slip at any moment. They recognize that actions speak louder than words. And when someone is all talk and no walk, it's a surefire way to lose their respect. What's amusing is that these moral preachers often think they're fooling everyone. They act as if they're the gatekeepers of virtue, all the while living in a glass house. Sigma males, however, are not easily swayed by polished appearances. They dig deeper and observe how someone treats others when they think no one is watching. It's the little things, a quick jab at a coworker, a white lie to avoid conflict, that expose the hypocrite for who they truly are. Sigma males value authenticity above all else. When they see someone trying to play the moral high ground while simultaneously cutting corners, it signals that the person is more interested in looking good than being good. They don't need the drama or the deceit. Instead, they prefer to associate with those who live their values genuinely, not just preach them to boost their image. So, when a Sigma encounters a hypocrite, they don't engage in a debate about morality. They simply step back. They understand that hypocrisy reveals a lack of integrity, and they have no time for people who can't practice what they preach. For Sigma males, surrounding themselves with authentic individuals is key to maintaining their own sense of integrity in a world that often thrives on moral contradictions. Recognizing and navigating the complexities of human behavior is an art that Sigma males have mastered. They possess an innate ability to see through the facades that others often present, spotting manipulative tactics, hypocrisy, and emotional games with uncanny precision. This awareness allows them to build authentic connections with those who genuinely embody the values they preach. For Sigma males, the ability to discern the difference between true authenticity and mere performance is not just a skill, but a guiding principle in their lives. As they move through social landscapes filled with people who may not always have the best intentions, Sigma males remain grounded in their own principles. They choose to engage with individuals who resonate with their values and distance themselves from those who fall short. This selective interaction not only preserves their energy, but also enhances their own integrity. Ultimately, Sigma males embody a sense of self-reliance and authenticity that is both admirable and rare. They understand that true strength lies not in the ability to manipulate or control others, but in the capacity to remain true to oneself while recognizing the motives of those around them. In a world where many play games, Sigma males prefer to chart their own course, guided by their principles and a clear vision of the relationships they want to cultivate. Their journey is not just about survival, but about thriving in authenticity, ultimately enriching their lives and the lives of those they choose to keep close. If you found this exploration of Sigma males insightful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Join our community for more exceptional content on human behavior and authenticity. Hit the notification bell so you never miss out. Your support keeps us going, and we can't wait to share more with you.